What's up, Lacrosse fans? Lacrosse season is back, and it's the 2020 season. We're going to give you a little glimpse of how their season has started off so far. Today, I'm joined by Patrick Strawn. I'm Hayden Robertson. Let's go ahead and dive right on into this, Pat. The Flames have had a great start to their season. Unfortunately, they lost an exhibition match to Hampden-Sydney, but they saw their first conference win over Tennessee. And let's kind of just talk about that and just break it down a little bit. What does that mean for the Flames so far to start off this season?
I think for the Flames, it just means a good job for them being able to get that first dub under your belt. You're able to kind of test out your lineup and showcase your depth a little bit because obviously by putting it on the Vols of Tennessee at their place, you're able to beat them 18-6. It allowed you to mix in a lot of different people and different combinations into the lineup and get a lot of people some in-game touches. And I think that's what they were hoping for and looking for in that game. And now just able to roll over because you just defeated a regional competition and roll over to their first slate of home games. And I know what Coach McQuillan, he was talking about after that game, is trying to be able to find a way to get just consistent play out of the guys. And this weekend will be a good matchup to be able to see that.
Well, as you were talking about, Pat, their first set of home games are this weekend, one on Friday and one on Sunday. We heard more from Coach Kyle McQuillan as he gives us a glimpse on what those matchups are going to look like.
Yeah, we were able to get the season started. Not this past weekend, but the weekend before against Tennessee, which is probably our earliest start in program history. Get a bit of a bye last weekend, but been able to start our home games upcoming with ECU on Friday, and then a top 25 matchup against Michigan State is definitely an aggressive way to start the year, but this group's ready for it. And again, being able to play Tennessee a couple weeks ago and even getting a scrimmage in against Hampton Sydney just up the road from here was a great start to the season, so I think the guys are ready. We're going to just have to practice consistency regardless of what each team kind of brings to the table. We've got to be consistent in both games, so we can't look past ECU and focus on Michigan State just based off of teams' previous levels of success, but we've also got to remain consistent and play our game and do the things that we know that are going to make us successful. We've done a good job of adding to our depth and kind of creating a culture of the next guy up mentality, so I expect for us to be just as successful as we were last season, but obviously trying to kind of approach that SCLC championship and a chance at a national title as well. So.
And to add on to what Coach McQuillan was saying, they've got a big conference team coming in this weekend, Michigan State. It's obviously going to be a pretty difficult matchup for the Flames. I know Coach Kyle has said he has some injuries, but he's hopeful that some of the guys are going to step up and fill in some key roles in some certain positions. And what do you think the Flames need to do to see some success early on in this season?
Well, I think for them, as he was just touching on, it's got to be about consistent play. Doesn't matter who they're facing, as you said, East Carolina, who's another regional foe that they're going to go against on Friday, and then they play their first bit of top 25 action against Michigan State on Sunday. I mean, they just need to get a full 60 from these guys, and you want to see consistent play throughout your lineups. It doesn't matter if you have your starters in or even some of your more in-depth players. You just need a consistent group and matching. And also even more so if you're able to just be able to stay disciplined. That was a big factor too, what he was touching on as well, and he just wants to see his guys be a lot more disciplined and as consistent play, because this is a team that's returning quite a bit of not only all-conference honorees, but also former All-Americans as well throughout their career with the senior group. So this is a team that you got to expect a lot of things from, especially since they're not only going to be another year finishing in the top 10 of the nation, which you would expect, but this is a team that we believe that could make a run at the national championship.
Well, Pat, thanks, of course, for sitting down with us. We really appreciate your time and telling us more about the lacrosse season so far. And, of course, you guys, we want you to stay up to date as possible, so please follow us on any of our Club Sports media channels and even check out our website. We hope you tune into the broadcast that will be happening this Friday at 9 p.m., and we hope to see you guys soon. For Patrick Strawn, I'm Hayden Robertson. Thanks for tuning in.